As a nerve doctor, I'm shocked you must eat. These 7 simple foods have the power to repair damaged nerves. What if I told you that the answer to repairing your damaged nerves isn't hiding in some expensive prescription bottle, but sitting right there in your kitchen pantry? As a nerve doctor who spent over 15 years treating patients with neuropathy, I was absolutely shocked when recent studies revealed that these 7 common foods have the power to literally regenerate damaged nerve tissue. And the pharmaceutical companies definitely don't want you knowing about this. Did you know that an estimated 50% of people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes have nerve damage, or diabetic neuropathy? Today, we're going to have a really important conversation about something that affects so many people: neuropathic pain. We're also talking about a different kind of discomfort, often described in some pretty intense ways, like a burning sensation, or that icy, cold feeling that just won't go away. Some people experience it as tingling, like pins and needles that won't quit, or even those sharp, shooting electrical shock sensations. It can also manifest as a deep, throbbing pain, or a persistent numbness that makes it hard to feel things properly. These are all classic signs that the pain might be originating from damage or injury to a nerve itself, or somewhere within our intricate neurological system. So, in today's video, I'm going to delve into 7 specific food groups that you should really consider incorporating into your daily diet if you're dealing with neuropathic pain. These aren't magical cures, but they contain compounds that can significantly support nerve health and potentially ease your discomfort. And because what you don't eat can be just as important as what you do eat, I'll also be outlining 5 food groups that you might want to limit or even avoid if you're struggling with nerve pain. Make sure you stick around until the end, because I'll also be sharing a link where you can download a handy handout that summarizes all of this information, so you can easily print it out and keep it as a reference at home. And before you go, please feel free to share this video with your friends and family who might be experiencing neuropathic pain. Hopefully, this information will offer them some helpful dietary strategies. You should see a share button somewhere on your screen. All right, let's get right into it and talk about some of the best foods you can include in your diet to support your nerves and potentially alleviate neuropathic pain. Here are 7 key food groups that are packed with nutrients that can be particularly beneficial if you're experiencing nerve pain. 1. Omega-3 fatty acid-rich foods. Think of omega-3 fatty acids as essential building blocks for your brain and the myelin sheath, that protective covering that surrounds our nerves, kind of like insulation on an electrical wire. They play a crucial role in nerve regeneration, especially after an injury. Furthermore, omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory nutrients, and we know that inflammation is often a significant player in nerve damage and various nerve-related diseases. To get a good dose of omega-3s, aim to include cold water fish in your diet at least twice a week. Excellent sources include salmon, especially wild-caught, cod, tuna. Light tuna is often recommended over albacore due to mercury levels, sardines, mackerel, and herring. If you're not a big fan of fish, or if you're looking for plant-based options, certain seeds are also rich in omega-3s, particularly chia seeds and flax seeds. You can easily sprinkle these on your yogurt, oatmeal, or add them to smoothies. If you consistently don't eat fish or these specific seeds, you might want to consider supplementing with fish oil or omega-3 capsules. Just be sure to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement. I also have another video that goes into more detail about the wonders of omega-3 fatty acids, so I'll make sure to link that in the description below if you'd like to learn more. 2. Fruits, especially grapes and berries. These vibrant and delicious fruits are packed with antioxidants and other protective substances that can help shield your nerves from further damage. Antioxidants are like tiny bodyguards that fight against harmful free radicals, which can contribute to inflammation and nerve cell damage. By reducing chronic inflammation, These compounds can potentially slow down the process of nerve degeneration. Aim to include a serving of berries or grapes in your diet every day. When it comes to berries, you have a wonderful variety to choose from. Blueberries, blackberries, cranberries, cherries, and strawberries are all fantastic options. For grapes, whether they're green, red, or the darker varieties, they all offer benefits. Beyond berries and grapes, other fruits can also be beneficial. Oranges, for example, are a fantastic source of vitamin C, which is not only important for healing, but also helps to boost your overall immune system. A strong immune system can indirectly support nerve health by helping your body fight off infections that could potentially affect your nerves. 3. Whole grains. When it comes to grains, the key here is to give preference to whole, unprocessed options like brown rice, oats, and quinoa. Grains are essentially the edible seeds of grasses, which we call cereals. While grain products can be processed into flours and other forms, it's generally best to stick with the whole form as much as possible to retain their full nutritional value. Take rice, for example. White rice is a processed and refined grain, which means it loses some of its beneficial nutrients during processing. Brown rice, on the other hand, retains its bran and germ, which are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. If you find brown rice's texture or flavor a bit challenging, a good middle ground option is parboiled rice. This type of rice undergoes a special process that helps it retain more nutrients than white rice. Grains are a significant source of many nutrients that are vital for nerve health, including several essential B vitamins. Let's compare the nutritional content of these three types of rice in a standard 5.5 ounce or 155 gram serving. Calorie-wise, they're all fairly similar, around the 200 calorie mark. However, when we look at specific B vitamins and minerals, the differences become apparent. Brown rice boasts about 23% of your daily vitamin B1, thiamine, 25% of vitamin B3, niacin, 11% of vitamin B6, 3.5% of vitamin B9, folate, and 14% of magnesium. Parboiled rice offers around 10% of vitamin B1, 23% of vitamin B3, 14% of vitamin B6, just 1% of folate, and 3% of magnesium. White rice, in comparison, provides about 3% of vitamin B1, 4% of vitamin B3, 9% of vitamin B6, 1% of folate, and 7% of magnesium. As you can see, brown rice generally comes out on top in terms of these nerve-supporting nutrients. And as I mentioned earlier, I've prepared a detailed handout for you that breaks down this kind of nutritional information further, which you can download for free from my website at . Now, let's not forget that grains are a type of carbohydrate, and carbohydrates are our body's primary source of energy, especially for our brain. Did you know that your brain, despite being a relatively small organ, consumes a whopping 20% of all the energy we get from food? That's why you often feel hungrier when you're engaged in intense mental activities like studying, focusing on a complex task, or even just paying close attention to something important. So, by including healthy whole grains in your diet, you're essentially providing your brain with the fuel it needs to function optimally, which indirectly supports the health of your entire nervous system. 4. Nuts. These little powerhouses are incredibly rich in a wide array of vitamins and minerals, many of which are particularly important for nerve and brain health. They're a fantastic source of various B vitamins, which, as we've discussed, play crucial roles in nerve function and overall neurological well-being. Nuts also provide valuable fiber, those beneficial omega-3 fatty acids we talked about earlier, healthy unsaturated fats, and they're an excellent source of sustained energy for your brain. There's a wonderful variety of nuts to choose from, each with its own unique nutritional profile. Some great examples include walnuts, which are particularly high in omega-3s, cashews, almonds, Brazil nuts, a fantastic source of selenium, another important nutrient, peanuts, hazelnuts, chestnuts, pecans, and pistachios. Nut oils can also be a good source of the healthy fats and some of the nutrients found in whole nuts. However, it's important to remember that nut oils don't contain the fiber that whole nuts do, so it's generally best to include a mix of both in your diet if you enjoy them. Just be mindful of portion sizes, as nuts are calorie-dense. A small handful a day can offer significant benefits. 5. Beans, legumes. Beans, which belong to the legume family, are nutritional superstars when it comes to nerve health. They are particularly rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a vital role in nerve regeneration and can even help to block pain signals in a process called central sensitization. I actually have another video that delves deeper into the amazing benefits of magnesium for pain management, so I'll be sure to link that one for you as well. The great thing about beans is that pretty much any kind is beneficial. You can enjoy black beans, pinto beans, lima beans, fava beans, chickpeas, and lentils. They all offer valuable nutrients. Additionally, beans are a fantastic source of complex carbohydrates, which, as we discussed with grains, are excellent for providing sustained energy to the brain. They also tend to be high in fiber, which is great for overall digestive health and can indirectly support nerve health by helping to regulate blood sugar levels. Now, before we move on to the foods you might want to limit or avoid, I just want to take a moment to remind you that the information I'm sharing in this video is intended for educational purposes only. It's not meant to be a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have a medical condition that requires treatment, please talk to your doctor or another qualified healthcare professional to develop a personalized treatment plan that's right for you. And in case of any medical emergency, please don't hesitate to go to your nearest emergency department or call for an ambulance immediately. Your health is the top priority. 6. Meat, lean protein. Meat products, particularly lean varieties, are excellent sources of several nutrients that are crucial for the proper functioning of your neurological system. They contain significant amounts of vitamin B12, iron, and high-quality protein. Vitamin B12 is absolutely essential for nerve health, and a deficiency can actually lead to nerve damage. Iron is vital for oxygenation of the blood, ensuring that your nerves and brain receive the oxygen they need to function properly, and to prevent anemia, which can sometimes exacerbate nerve pain symptoms. When choosing meat, it's generally best to give preference to lean options like chicken, especially skinless breast, and turkey. These provide the beneficial nutrients without the higher levels of saturated fats found in some red meats. If you do consume red meat, opt for leaner cuts and limit your intake. 7. Vegetables. And finally, but certainly not least, we have vegetables. This diverse group of foods is a treasure trove of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that are essential for overall health, including nerve health. Try to incorporate a wide variety of colorful vegetables into your diet throughout the day. Certain vegetables are particularly noteworthy for their nerve-supporting properties. Leafy greens like broccoli, spinach, and kale are rich in alpha-lipoic acid, ALA, a potent antioxidant that has been shown to fight nerve damage and potentially improve nerve function. Potatoes and yams are also good sources of ALA, as well as other anti-inflammatory nutrients. Don't underestimate the power of a colorful plate filled with a variety of vegetables. They provide a wide spectrum of nutrients that can support your nervous system in numerous ways. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly hope this information has been helpful. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.